Behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Psalm 133, 1. Hello, my name is Shalom Israel Kamil, and today I will be talking about the tragedy of 9/11. To learn more about this fateful day, I interviewed Grandpa Steve, a family friend. Grandpa Steve was in his home of San Pedro, California when the attacks happened. He went to his TV to turn on the business channel, but instead he found a plane's tail sticking out of the North Tower, and fire and billowing smoke. Grandpa Steve knew that malfunctions like this don't happen often at all, being a pilot, and so he thought it was an attack from Russia or China. But when the second plane crashed and he saw that it was a commercial plane, he realized that this was a terrorist attack. Grandpa Steve's father had often told him about what happened at Pearl Harbor, but Grandpa Steve could never really connect with the feelings his father felt. It was 9/11 which allowed him to make that connection and feel exactly as his father did. He was also surprised that even Russia and China came to back the USA. No one likes terrorists. Eventually, Grandpa Steve turned off his TV. He decided he would not let these terrorists mess with his daily life. He took a walk outside, and he saw unity among the Americans. Complete strangers talking to each other about what they should do next and what should happen. He did not see Democrats or Republicans. As the verse says, it is good to see unity in brethren. And he saw unity there. It was pleasant, like a breath of fresh air. Grandpa Steve feels that freedom should not be sacrificed for safety, and that the Department of Homeland Security is doing nothing that really protects us. He feels that the Department of Homeland Security should not be there in the first place, and that they won't even protect against terrorist attacks and are only breaching into our freedoms. Grandpa Steve also feels that in Afghanistan, we shouldn't have struggled with the nation building. Instead, we should have just attacked the Taliban and all its supporters until they all unconditionally surrender. Otherwise, it's just complete chaos, and, as we've seen, the Taliban have just taken control again. Grandpa Steve feels that although there were many bad things that happened that day, one good thing did come out of it. Spy agencies and protection and defense agencies started talking with each other, and this communication is necessary in order to protect ourselves from future attacks. Grandpa Steve feels that, as people, we need to be able to defend ourselves too. The government cannot always be there protecting us, but we need to be able to defend ourselves at a moment's notice without any hesitation. In the words of Wendell Phillips, constant vigilance is the price of liberty, and in order for us to remain with liberty, we must be protected by ourselves and our self-defense. I want to thank Grandpa Steve for agreeing to the interview. This speech would have been literally impossible without him. Thank you for listening.